She keeps on passing me by. She keeps on passing me by. She keeps on passing me by.
Alright, we're driving up to Mount Hood right now. So just to kind of explain what the project that I'm going to try to do this summer is, my name's Steven Ellsberg, and I'm a teacher at a small charter school in Gresham, Oregon. And I teach at it's an online school, so most of the material and everything is online. And one of the issues that you have with a lot of online material is that it's very unpersonalized. A lot of it is like canned curriculum, where a kid will go through a project or go through some material and then have a set amount of multiple choice questions to answer. And it's very much disconnected from the whole relationship that a student develops with a teacher. So what I want to do is try to strengthen that relationship that the students have with their teacher, but in an online format. And so this summer I'm going to go on a trip, and I'm going to try to go to about 10 different national parks, and it's going to be the basis for an elective that I'm going to run that's going to touch upon the western national parks of the United States. So I'm going to go everywhere from Yosemite down to the Grand Canyon, Zion, Canyonlands, Canyons, Grand Tetons, and Yellowstone, maybe Death Valley, Joshua Tree, and then Glacier as well. So what we'll have is it'll be more of an active format as well. So since I'm a pretty active person, I'm going to try to go and do and experience these places in my own way, which is going to involve fishing and running, trail running, and climbing and hiking and doing things in an active way. So hopefully this will be able to be used in the future for not just for me, but also be used in the open source format where other teachers and other educators can use the videos that I make to help scaffold their classrooms and to help them teach a course. So throughout the project, I'm going to be needing a little bit of extra support, and that's kind of what this is about. And I'm going to have to need to get camping equipment, and then need to get licenses for fishing, and then also it's going to need gas money and everything that you kind of need to make a road trip on your own. So I'm going to be doing this by myself. So another thing that I'll be needing is a camera that I can run basically without using my hand. So hopefully I'll be getting some type of GoPro type camera as well, so that I can run or hike or climb or fish, and at the same time film what I'm going through and experiencing, and also talk about the biodiversity of an area or the history of an area or of current issues that are going on in that place. But yeah, so that's the project, and I hope that you can support me. Thanks. The Columbia River Gorge was formed between 17 million years ago and about 700,000 years ago. It was slowly eroded, for the most part, from the headwaters that form at the Cascade Range. Although during the Ice Age, there were a bunch of glaciers from around Montana and Idaho, as well as Wyoming, which dramatically shaped this area through what are called the Missoula floods. And that's kind of why you can see the really cool looking volcanic rock behind me exposed on the walls. And that's why there's so many waterfalls and really interesting features in this area. What you'll see is that from the very top of the plateau, there's about a 4,000 foot difference at maximum from the top of the plateau
to the river bottom. It's also really interesting because of the diversity in ecosystems, and which you get from a temperate rainforest with an annual precipitation of about 75 to 100 inches, and the eastern grasslands, which has precipitation of only 10 to 15 inches. And then finally, you get a dry woodland, which is really interesting because of the amount of endemic plants and species that you have in this area. But obviously, from the point that I'm standing right now, you get amazing views, and that's why this area is so interesting and cool.